Yo, what's up world? It's your boy PhilochkO here, and today I just want to talk to you. I want to give you some basic tips on learning English. Some ways that'll really help you, maybe ways you don't use already, and maybe some ways you do use already and you don't even realize you're learning English when you're learning English. So, let's get to it. The first tip I have today for you for learning English is listening to music in English. Now, when you listen to music in English, it doesn't really matter where they're from, if they're from America, if they're from Britain, whatever, because when people sing, they kind of sing very similarly, so it doesn't really matter. And I can give you some examples of some really good bands to listen to who don't sing too fast, like Muse, Radiohead, Arctic Monkeys, Placebo, bands like this, because they speak and sing at a pace in which you should be able to understand. But at the same time, I would not suggest anyone to try to learn English by listening to rap music. That is not a good idea. If you're trying to learn to understand English from rap music, it's a bad idea for two reasons. The first reason it's a bad idea is because they speak a lot of Ebonics in rap music. Now, Ebonics is Black American slang, basically. It's the slang that only Black Americans speak. But a lot of those things, for one, you shouldn't even say if you're not a Black American, and two, most people won't understand it when you come here. So if you try to learn English off of Ebonics, that is not a good idea. You will not sound intelligent. It will sound pretty bad. But learning regular slang idioms and things like that is fine, but Ebonics idioms, not a real good idea. So you don't really want to learn from hip-hop, so I hope you're not really doing that. And another thing, it is really important that when you listen to music and you look up the lyrics, that you get them translated into your native language and you understand what they're saying. Because I have a personal experience with this. I had a favorite song for like 4 years, and it was in French. And I was singing this song for 4 years outside, around my friends and everything. The problem was, I didn't have any friends who speak French. So if you have a friend who speaks French, get him right now, because I'm going to play some of the song right now. I was singing this song. It's a good song, just don't like what he's saying. See? And yes, that was very, very, very embarrassing for me. So, what did I do? I decided that I wanted to study Russian. So I started listening to a lot of Russian music like Nayutilu, Sveta, Glukoza, people like that. Music from like the 90s. And there's a video actually here of me singing Russian songs and also singing songs in English. It was like my second video ever. It's doing pretty well. A lot of people like it. So if you want to hear me singing in Russian and singing in English, you have it right here. One of my first videos ever. So let's get to the next tip I have for you to help you learn English. And the second tip is movies. Movies. Movies where they speak English and you're hearing it in English, English audio, but your native language subtitles. So if you're watching a movie and you're from Russia, you should hear it in English, but it'll be great if you could find a way to read it in Russian. Why? It's good for you to hear English as much as you can, because the more you hear it, the more you will speak it properly and you will mimic these people who are speaking English. But the reason why it's good to have the translation there into your language is sometimes you will not understand what they're saying, and the translation will give you hopefully an accurate translation of what they are saying, so you will understand what you're hearing. Now, if you want some suggestions of movies to watch from me, I would say if you want to learn a little bit about Black American culture, you should watch Friday. Friday. No other movie you should watch other than Friday. It was very popular. You should find it. If you want to learn about just something about current American history and the race problems we have here, I would watch American History X. You can watch that movie. That was a real good movie, American History X. And if you just want to watch a general good movie, you can watch The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Very, very funny movie, extremely hilarious, a lot of good phrases and idioms used in this movie, and hopefully your translation will give it to you. And one more, I'd say another popular movie you can watch is Training Day. Denzel Washington, he's the man. Training Day. You definitely want to check that movie out. So make sure you hear it in English, but you read subtitles in your native language. It'll help a lot, I promise. Now, for the third and final tip for today, native English speaking friends. You really need some native English speaking friends. For example, I've had many friends who came from Russia, and some of them were to live with me, and some of them were my girlfriend and stuff like that. After they lived with me for like a year or something, their English always got a whole lot better, because they were speaking with me all the time, they had to respond to me all the time, and I had to correct them a lot. It really, really helps for people to get their English better when they have native English-speaking friends. So if you say, oh, I don't have any in my town, well, there's Facebook. You can contact people. I'm sure a lot of guys won't mind talking to you. I have friends on my best friends list. I'm sure some of them would like to talk to you on Contacte. You have Twitter. You have a lot of ways to meet people who speak English every single day, and you can speak with them on Skype. You'll get to learn what English really sounds like in their country. So what you learn in school is really good, but it's not going to give you the detail as somebody who's actually from the country of your interest will. So if they're American, you'll get real American English from that American guy. Or if they're English, you'll get real English from that English guy. Or Australia. You understand? So it's great to have native English speaking friends. That is actually the most important because they can help you with anything. And then there's me. I can help you. I give lessons on Skype. I do a lot of things. I help people lose their accents. I help people with pronunciation. And I also help people to correct their lyrics. Because a lot of people who don't speak English as a first language, they make music in English and it's pretty good. It's just the only problem is it won't become popular in America because the grammar is really bad. And I'm here to help correct you with your lyrics. So if anyone has lyrics they need corrected or they need them checked, contact me. I'm in the description. So I really hope this video was helpful, and I'm trying to help everyone to learn. I'm trying to be the nicest, friendliest, and coolest guy I can be. And so that's the end of the episode for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned new stuff. Be sure to add me, vk.com/Philochko. That's me. And subscribe to my YouTube page to see all my videos. And this song, you really need to go get your friend who speaks French to find out what this song is saying. Oh,